Once again, we are back on Soch ki ttalk, train of thoughts, with a series of an episode with Mr. Baljeet Gujral, a dreamer, doer, and entrepreneur in India. So, welcome again to this next episode of ttalk.
Thank you so much.
It's a great, interesting insights to what we are getting from Mr. Baljeet Gujral. Excellent, maybe how he started his career, and then being part of an different organization like Royal Bank of Scotland, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and UBS Wealth Management as an associate director. So by mid of your corporate career, I think you opted out to go to IIM Calcutta for EPPM course. That's an executive program in business management.
Yes.
What made you get into that valuation?
So I think my relationship with education has been so glued on that I start missing it if I'm not pursuing it in a few years. So I had my last, I had completed my master's in marketing in 2006. Mm-hmm. By 2012, I felt that, it was time for me to upgrade. And I think every human being should realize this, that there is no limit to learning. Mm-hmm. The more you learn, the more you actually raise your bar. It's only going to help you actually move up the ladder. Mm-hmm. And I felt that, it's time for me to go back to school and learn something more. Mm-hmm. And that's when I actually, went back to IIM Calcutta and pursued my executive program in business management. Completed that in 2013 then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, many times I think you did your engineering and then you went to Oxford and then you were part of an banking sector. Many a times people, they would like to stick to a comfort zone and as we are saying, do punch ek lunch
Right.
In fact, what made you take a call on leaving in corporate sector and switching your gear, being part of an entrepreneur journey?
I think again it was just a realization that I was 30 years old. Mm-hmm. I felt that I have a great job. Mm-hmm. I have been able to buy a house in Bombay. Mm-hmm. I've been able to take foreign vacations. I'm well settled, 6-figure salary, everything was going great. Mm-hmm. But I didn't feel that there was anything which was challenging more.
I see.
And I felt that probably what could be something which will actually put me completely out of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And I said, if I think of starting something of my own from scratch, mm-hmm. maybe that would actually give me the shivers, and probably I'll take the plunge and start something of my own. And that's how Enfield Riders happened in 2013. So
I see, no doubt. I think since your passion of a bike was there when you were in doing your engineering and such,
right.
And always I think when you're on bike going at particular speed, and whenever you want to go to a particular path, you change your gear and go to the next level.
Yes.
So how about the adventure segment in India? What do you think about that?
So I think why Enfield Riders happened was, A, it was close to my heart, the adventure bit, and B, being a banker, being from a finance background, I realized that there was a gap which was waiting to be filled. Unlike the West, because I'd stayed abroad, I'd seen adventure market to another level when I was overseas, and when I came back to India, I saw that there was a gap, that there were people who were starting to look at adventure as a way of life, but there were not many providers who were providing a one-stop shop for them. Mm-hmm. And that gap I identified, and I felt that what if I actually build a solution to that. Mm-hmm. And that's how Enfield Riders was born, which was actually India's first adventure lifestyle company, where under one umbrella we said, right from your planning to execution of an adventure tour, we'll do everything.
So aapke Ekman Soch ki started from there,
exactly.
Identifying the gap which is there, which exists.
Yes.
Okay. Now in fact, when we talk in terms of your Venture Enfield Rider, what is the USP of that?
So the USP has always been that, even when we started, we said that we will, plug in ourselves at wherever you will feel that there is a necessity of a bridge of your expectations to your deliverables. Mm-hmm. So when people said, hey, I would like to take an adventure trip with my family, for example, but how do I look at safety? How do I look at someone who will actually provide me backup support? How would someone help me plan my itinerary? And we said we'll jump in and we'll basically be the USP where we will provide that bridge of you taking you from the planning to execution part by kind of delivering everything as per your expectation.
Nice.
So in like a very easy way, if I have to explain, it is curating to their expectation is
Nice.
what our USP has been at Enfield Riders.
Okay. Baljeet, now in fact, while being in corporate in the financial sector, for sure on 30th you get your salary and you can plan your finance on those basis. By being part of an entrepreneurship drive, like for your first ticket, like first customer, how you got that first customers and what was your feeling by getting that first customers of an Enfield Riders?
So I remember the first customer that we served was a gentleman who had actually traveled from the US to India. We actually, where we started was we walked into your 5-star hotels in Bombay and to the Taj, to the Marriotts, and we spoke to them and we said, look, hey, we are a service provider, and if you have any client who would want to take an adventure trip around Bombay on a motorbike, this is our visiting card, and please reach out to us and we'll be able to provide them. And we got our first call a month later from Taj Hotels at Gateway of India, and they said, look, there is a US national and he wants to take a trip around Mumbai for 2 days, and he needs a motorbike and he needs someone to guide him across. Would you be able to do it? And we didn't had any employees, and I said, okay, I'll jump in. And I actually catered to my first customer personally.
Nice.
And I remember at the end of the trip, I still remember and I still have that, he gave me $100 tip, and he said, tell your boss that you're doing a great job. So he didn't even knew that I was the owner of the company, and I was very happy. I was like amazing, and yeah, that's how we found our first client and catered to them.
How many people were involved in this venture at the initial stage?
So from day one, it was me and Purnima, my wife. She's the co-founder of the company. So we both started this company by quitting our jobs.
I see.
And she had been involved since day one. And in the first year, we actually hired about 3 to 4 people at technical levels. We hired mechanics, backup support guys who could actually, and these were like not very educated guys. Their salaries were in the range of 10,000-15,000. We could afford them. It's only after the second year we started building a team, and by third year we had a team of 25 people.
Oh, I see. It's a great now in fact maybe how you have developed the capacity and the capability to address the demand for this particular segment, gradually first year was less and second year I think you have grown
Yeah, I think our business, or actually for that matter, if I would like to say any business, should be focused on listening to your customer. We always heard our customers and we kept building our customer depending on what they required. So say for example, we started with very simple like weekend getaways and motorcycle rentals around Bombay. The more customers came in the first year, we started getting inquiries, why can't you provide motorcycle trips? We would like to go to Goa, we would like to go to Rajasthan, to Ladakh. If they're like-minded people, we would like to join them and we would like to go them. And we said, oh, this is a great idea. Why don't we build a tours platform as well? So from a motorcycle rental company to weekend getaways, we moved to long tours. People started coming on tours. Then a lot of bikers said that, hey, we would like a platform like yours to actually establish something where we can do complete modification, customization of our motorcycles, servicing of our motorcycles. If there is more like a walk-in garage, because we are very attached to our motorcycles, we don't want to just leave our bikes and go and pick them up. We'd like to work with the mechanics, so more like a workshop kind of thing. And we built that as well. So every year we kept on building verticals in the business, listening to our customers.
I see.
Yeah.
Then about the geographical spread happened in second year or in the first year?
Actually around the third year.
For the
first 2 years we were just very focused upon the foundation.
I see.
And I've always believed if your foundation is weak, you may be in a hurry to actually scale it up, but it will fall down like a pack of cards if the foundation is not strong.
Nice.
Today, 10 years down the line, we still feel that we would have not reached this place if we would have not focused on building the foundation in the first 2 years.
I see. Then how you managed to get the venture capital in between?
So that came in the fourth year actually.
In the fourth year,
Yeah.
nice.
So 2012-13 is when we started, and 2016 is when we raised our first venture capital fund. So we, in the second year, we realized we need to scale, we need to grow our business further. And fortunately for us, one of our business mentors who was actually assisting us since the beginning, he stepped in, and he was our first angel investor.
Nice.
He helped us introduce to a couple of other investors, and that's when we raised our first rounding through him actually. So
Oh, I see.
yeah.
It's a great, interesting insight what we're getting from Mr. Baljeet Gujral. Like, we're been into a corporate sector, a part of an Oxford also, and left a lucrative job and started his own for India's first adventure lifestyle company, Enfield Riders. It's an excellent insights what we're getting from him. Now, as an entrepreneur, we'll catch up with Mr. Baljeet Gujral on our next show episode of Ek Boond Soch Ki ttalk. Go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel, and catch up with Mr. Baljeet Gujral in our next episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, thanks a lot.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.